One thing I never did do is do an unboxing of my Brinsea incubator when I got it. Now, I probably wrote a blog on it back when I got it, which I guess, I don't remember, maybe 2 years ago? Gosh, I should go back and look for it. Anyways, this is the Brinsea box. I kept it, obviously. I was looking at that number there. I don't know if that 2012? No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, maybe. Anyways, I got this from a Canadian retailer out of BC, I think. This is their mini advance with automatic turning. It's the 115 volt version, obviously, because we're not in the UK. That's the French side. Here's a look at the other side. That's the French side of that. Here's the side with all the detail. So the features of this include high quality, high visibility cabinet, a fan assisted airflow, digital display of temperature, automatic egg turning with auto stop, countdown to hatch. That's where you set it to 21 days and it will count down until the chicks actually hatch. It's got temperature alarms for high and low temperature. And well, 2-year guarantee. Okay. Maximum egg capacity. So they got like a duck there, I guess, of 7 eggs, and chickens of 7 eggs, and then it gets into the smaller birds there, 12 eggs each of those for the. It's based on the size of the egg, basically, because you can only fit so many in the tray, and you can get another tray. You can see the tray with the smaller holes there for the quail eggs or whatever else. No detail there, but the two versions, high quality egg incubators that combine ease of use, performance, and value. There are two versions of the Mini, giving a choice of convenience, sophistication, and price, but both provide the essential environment control necessary for successful egg hatching. Now, what you get here, if you get the lower cost version, is you get the whole unit, but you don't get the auto turn, so you don't get the tray. Let's see, where's the tray? You don't get the tray, you don't get the auto turn, like you don't get the motor, but the unit is exactly the same otherwise. You even have, there's a little indent there that you can see at the end of my finger shadow. That's where the motor goes to engage the tray there. The non-auto turn version still has that that indent there, just no motor in the lid. So anyway, so I'll open it up here and tell you what you get in it. So obviously you get your mini advanced incubator. So I'll put this box back here for a second. There's not a place for it. There we go. Put it there. So you get your mini advanced incubator. You get your AC adapter, standard stuff. This is 12 volts, 1.5 amps for those interested in running it off solar. I have actually run this off my solar power pack when the power went out. I plugged this in now. I wasn't using the 12 volts part of it. I was still running it off AC, but anyways, you could convert it to 12 volts if you wanted to, which is kind of cool. Now, this also comes with a manual. The manual is just literally a bunch of pages printed off a printer, stapled together at the corner. They're straightforward, they're basic. The manual is not super pretty, but it's functional. It tells you what you need to know, and if you follow the steps, you'll have chicks hatch. Now, the other thing it comes with is a product guide. They try and upsell you on, all the various products that Brinsea creates, the larger versions. Dale Color has the 24 egg auto turning version of this. It's a Brinsea unit as well. So I'll look at the unit here. This is the little motor that engages the tray with the eggs in it, so it can auto turn. This is the fan. Having a fan is better for even temperature because it keeps the air circulating, so that the the computer has a better idea that the overall temperature in the incubator is exact, and it keeps it within 0.1 degree, Celsius or whatever. That's the tray. This is the large chicken egg tray, 7 eggs. You can do this without it. You can turn the automatic turn into a manual turn, and you can get up to 10 chicken eggs in here. But of course, then you have to take the lid off every 3 hours or whatever and turn the eggs. Now in the middle you got this little lid here, and there's a reservoir for water. What you do is, for the first 18 days, I believe, you fill up one side, leave the other empty. One side provides enough humidity overall, just enough so that the air's humid, but the eggs can lose weight in terms of water through their shell. That's what they're supposed to do. In the last 2 or 3 days, I think it is, you fill up both sides, and the surface area of both sides filled provides enough humidity for hatching, because they need lots of humidity for hatching. I think it's 70% or 80% or something for hatching. Anyways, if you follow the instructions, this works perfectly. This is a no-brainer, this unit for using. Now, the interface, I could probably turn it on. It's got a little LCD display here. It's got some basic functions here. These are buttons, the square things here. Let me plug it in, and you should be able to see it. Let's see. Now when I first plug it in, you'll hear it does its little startup routine where it actually rotates the motor. So this is its little boot up routine. And you can see day 0 there. This is where you would actually go and set the days to 21 for chicken eggs. Now, all the various types of birds have different incubation periods, so I think it goes up to like 45 days or something. But you can set temperature, alarms, max min. You can set temperature preferences. So if you don't want 35.7, like for other birds, they require different incubation temperatures. You can turn on or off the auto turn feature, which is nice. So you can just turn it off if you're manually turning anyways, if you got 10 eggs in there. And then during the last 3 days, it will automatically shut that feature off too. Well, what else here? It's got at the top there, what you can't really see, the top line of the LCD display is the temperature. So it'll tell you all the time what the exact temperature is. And I believe it floats within 37.5 and 37.6 degrees back and forth for the whole period constantly. So it's pretty precise. You can hear the fan going there. My fan actually sounds like it's getting a little worn out. But anyways, I've used it quite a lot. I've hatched probably 30 chicks anyways out of this. I don't have the exact count. Just unplug this. So yeah, you can read about the features, but there's full configurable settings here. What I like about this is it's automatic. You you set it and you forget it. It keeps the humidity, as long as you follow the directions, the humidity is correct in there. If you set the auto turn, it automatically turns when it needs to, once an hour. You can even set the how often. You can set the turn angle, so 10 degrees or 15 degrees. Some eggs like a larger turn each time. Obviously it depends on the radius as well. If it's a large radius egg, then you're going to need to move it farther around to get an equivalent proper turn on the egg. So you can set all that. You can set how often it turns it, once every 60 minutes, once every 2 hours, and so on. Very configurable. Pretty easy to clean. I've cleaned this several times. Warm soapy water does it. I can see wear on the inside where the plastic's starting to wear, but it's nowhere near end of life sort of thing. this would last me for many years, and I was using it consecutively for probably 6 months last year. I kept piling eggs in here, kept it going, and it worked flawlessly. When the power goes out, another nice feature is that this has a memory. So when the power comes back on, this will reset. It will not forget its number of days. It will keep going where it left off. It will get the eggs back up to temperature. And usually, for an hour outage or something, or 2 hours, that's equivalent to the rest period. You can configure a rest period here where it lets the eggs cool down, just as if the hen had gotten off the eggs to go eat, for example. And that's configurable too. You can let the eggs cool down for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90, whatever you want there. And that's just emulating the environment that they may have in the wild or in the coop when the mother hen gets off the eggs to do whatever. So that's configurable. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, I like it because it's set and forget. You set it up at the beginning. Every 4 days you want to check the water inside. You will have to refill it a couple of times in the one side, depending on how dry your environment is. There is an outlet there. You may not be able to see it, but there's little pinholes here where the humidity can get out. So it does. So you do have to fill it up every once in a while. But otherwise, like I say, you punch the settings in there, correct for the type of eggs you've got, and you let it go, and it just works. So it's very simple. This unit, I think it was $200. I'm not 100% sure. I forget the exact price. But in terms of the ease of use and the hatch rate that I've gotten out of this, I should qualify this review by saying I did create my own styrofoam-based incubator, which basically had a light bulb in it and a thermistor, which kept the air temperature up, but it didn't have the fan to rotate the air, which helps. It didn't have the auto turn, so I had to turn the eggs all the time. The more you can do consistently, and the closer you can get to the correct temperature and keep that temperature consistent, all those factors play in, and the more consistently you can rotate the eggs, the more consistent the humidity level is. When you take all those factors, if you put all those factors together, the better you can do it. All of those means your hatch rate goes up and up and up, the better you can do in each of those categories. So this takes the guesswork out of it. And like I say, I did build my own incubator. I did hatch some eggs from my own incubator. But this certainly is a no-brainer for set and forget. This is a great beginner one. Your kids can see what's happening here. All the chicks hatch in here. And they're good for at least 24 hours after they hatch in here. And then you move them to a bigger location. Now, because I want to incubate a lot more eggs, I probably should have gotten a 24 egg one, and that would have suited my needs a bit better, but I couldn't afford it at the time. But this does well. I'll get 5 chicks out of the 7 generally that hatch out of this. You can usually count on 5 of the 7 anyways hatching. I think I had maybe one 100% hatch rate, but yeah, you don't always. Usually there's a couple eggs that are duds for whatever reason, but had very good success rate with this. So yeah, I would recommend it. It's Brinsea. It's an American company, but there is a retailer in Canada, in BC. Can I get you the name of it? Halftime Holdings. That's not the name of it. Botkin, I think, is Botkin. Anyway, search Brinsea Incubator in Canada, and you'll find them. And then obviously in the US you can get it anywhere. But yeah, I recommend it. Great product.